Let's go to BJ. BJ says, you're bitching about losing power for 5 minutes. Well, there's people out there who don't have internet in their boyfriend's house for 6 months. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. Now, BJ also says April left the ordinance because she couldn't snort or pawn them. Now, that's not very nice either. Nico says, hey, Ralph actually paid his fine. He's way ahead of Nick in terms of that. Well, I mean, I would argue damned by faint praise, but to each their own. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe TV's Will Heron knows. I'm not sure, but I don't know if I missed any drama. I haven't caught up with the drama yet this weekend. Anything good? I don't know if anything good happened this weekend. I haven't heard anything. I didn't get. I got some DMs that like Melton was tattling on himself again, but I just, when people do that, they're like, send this to the cops, send this to this. They're already monitoring him, and they already have more than enough stuff. Like you can tell how panicked he is, and all the lies he's telling, and all the It's so funny to watch that dipshit because he's probably one of the dumbest guys with the ability to speak. Like, of people who have voices in the world, he's one of the probably top 1% dumbest because and you have to understand this is how Patrick's brain works. He believes he's smarter than the authorities. And if he throws a bunch of dust up into the air, that he can disappear. Or that I'll just confuse them by saying a bunch of crazy shit. No, they'll just, that's why it's called an investigation. Pours out of your mouth, and they'll gather evidence and see which ones are true and which one's bullshit. So keep tattling on yourself. But people send me those clips, and I tell them, I'm like, look, A, it's out of my hands. They're on him. And like sending me Melton tattling on himself or saying retarded coping shit is the same as telling me water's wet. Like, it doesn't require a notification, I would say. Nico's, drama-wise, Nick's back on Twitter, but nothing good. Yeah. Melton's a hut. Cheeseburger Pie, what do you think about that shirt shitty parody steel toe? I have no idea what you're talking about. Tuna says, Moody and Melton are saying your police are lazy. Yeah, they love hearing that, too. That always helps. Nico says, bless the Clippers and the goal. I say bless both. Absolutely. Rusty Grammer says, Aaron, this is a comedy show, so I have a joke. All right. What is Patrick Melton's favorite college team? Brigham Young. Hey-o! Tuna says, I'll send you the clip, Aaron. Andy said, why is Aaron telling people who send him info are dummies? I don't remember saying that, but if I did, I'm sorry. I don't think they're dummies. Was I kidding? That doesn't sound like something I'd say in like a serious rant. That sounds like I'd like be joking around or I'd kid, but I do can babble a lot. BJ wants to know, why is Nick wasting his time arguing with 18 sub-accounts on Twitter because his girlfriend said she talks to his children about degeneracy? Because Nick doesn't understand the concept that the internet isn't real and it's fucking temporary. And if you let shit go, like especially if it's someone with, like if somebody with 18 followers tweets something, nobody's going to see it. Well, I mean, until Breaking Baldo News fucking retweets it. But, I mean, fighting with people, like, you understand I have my Twitter notifications turned to, I don't see a tweet unless I follow them and they follow me. And that's by design. I don't really care what anyone else has to say. So why would I want to get a notification about it? But he like goes fishing for his name and makes himself miserable arguing with people. And then on top of that, you lie. You're like, my kid never ingested cane. There is a test that your child metabolized cane. That you don't metabolize cane from a cop going, oh, sugar, 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 and tussling your head. So if you're going to go and fight with people with no subs on Twitter, which is dumb to begin with, at least, don't fucking outwardly lie. A lie that's so demonstrably false that you humiliate yourself on a regular basis. I would say shut the fuck up, but it's like talking to a wall. Nico says it's probably one of those Nick lies. He had it injected into hers. I have no idea. All I know is according to that test, it was in there, metabolized. That's a fact check. I'm sorry. If that hurts his feelings, and look, I've said from the beginning, I don't think he was sitting there fucking dishing it out, but I think drug addicts are irresponsible. Drug addicts are stupid. Drug addicts are selfish and lazy and inconsiderate. So you probably left some shit out and somebody got into it. I mean, I can believe it. You left it next to my kid for me to find, for God's sake, when I told you not to bring it in my house. So I'm sorry. The one person he can't bullshit on this one especially is me. Because he left it right next to my child on a couch. So yes, I can absolutely see him leaving it out for his child to get a hold of. That's not even a reach as far as I'm concerned. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's just you can sit there and you can tell people with 18 followers on Twitter that's not true, but I'm sorry. It's your word versus documented facts. Documented facts. You're not a good brainwashing guy. If they're not retarded women, you're not a good brainwashing guy. You're actually rather stupid. So don't play that game because you're not good at it. Yeah, the ADHD thing. People get that story wrong, too, that story that I told. They keep saying, oh, Nick said it was good for ADHD. No, Nick compared its stress handling capabilities to ADHD medication, Adderall's ability to help you focus. He put them in the same category. He related them to each other. It was a stress. The joke is your stress level's here. And your ability to handle stress is here. It takes your ability to handle stress here, which is not true. Because the coke heads that I've fucking known it's drama every day. It's one panic emergency over nothing. Everybody screaming, saying horrible things to each other. And then the next day, everybody forgets what they did in their coked out stupor. It's, yeah. I'll paraphrase a line from Sean. Drug addicts are not reliable narrators. And they also can't help arguing with people with 18 followers. If that answers who was that who asked me that question? BJ? If that answers your question. Remember what my prediction was for Anna Kasparian by the end of 2025? Bro, we didn't even make it to 2025. My Anna Kasparian prediction sort of came true. I'm not going to give myself a 100% called it because it's not totally what I said. But it'll be close. What I have for you tomorrow is close to my full prediction. Epic Fantasy with $5 says, well, my last super chat went well. Let's do it again. So we're going to see Rekieta charged before Christmas. I'm not in charge of that. As a matter of fact, I talked to the mother of my kids this weekend, and I asked her, when you reported the HRO stuff, did they tell you, we're going to charge him or this and that? She goes, no, you just report it and then it's out of your hands. And they've been a little more hands-on with me, but they're not going to tell me. It's not like they're going to give me the heads up. They don't want me fucking spilling the beans. So I will say this, Epic Fantasy, you will know, I will know when you know. Which means we'll all know when Kiwi Farms knows. They're not, that's not a smart thing you don't call the person and go, hey, by the way, we're going to go do this thing. I'm not in the loop in that way, but so it's like you're asking me timelines and shit. I have no idea.